Deep within the sandhill, there's an entire world hidden from sight. Here in the heart of the colony, there are miles and miles of underground tunnels, enough to house millions of ants. But how do they build such a huge structure without any technology? And why do ants build their homes in the most unexpected places? Why don't they just build them on top of the ground? Well, you're about to find out. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to explore the secrets of an ants' hidden empire. We'll uncover the astonishing teamwork that goes into building their underground lives and learn what happens when an entire colony has to start over from scratch. But first, let's take a closer look at the sandhill. What might appear to be a small mound of dirt is actually the entrance to a vast underground network. The tunnels are so intricate and extensive that some ant colonies have been compared to small cities. But who's in charge of planning and construction? If you've ever seen an ant colony in action, you may have noticed that not all ants are created equal. So there are different types of ants, each with its own role and responsibilities. The queen is the mother of the colony. She lays eggs which hatch into male and female ants. Some of the females stay in the colony to help raise more ants, while the males, whose job it is to mate with the queen, die shortly after mating. The rest of the female ants are known as workers. They are sterile and don't reproduce, but they do all the work of collecting food, building and defending the colony. And it's the workers who create those intricate tunnel systems. But how do they do it? Ants are incredibly strong for their size, but they're not exactly the most intelligent creatures around. They don't use tools or blueprints, and yet they somehow manage to create these elaborate structures without collapsing the tunnels or getting lost underground. So how do ants build their underground empires? When a colony first starts out, the tunnels are simple and straightforward. But as the colony grows and expands, the tunnels become more complex. This complexity arises from the way ants move around. Each ant is only aware of its immediate surroundings. It can sense danger, food or other ants nearby through touch and chemicals called pheromones. Using this limited information, the ants decide where to dig next. If an ant detects danger, it will move away from the threat and lay down a pheromone trail. Other ants following the trail will also move away from the perceived danger. Over time, this process creates a network of safe passageways. Similarly, if an ant finds food, it will follow a pheromone trail back to the nest. As more ants follow that same trail, the path becomes stronger and more ants will take it. This is how the ants essentially fought with their feet, creating the most efficient path between the colony and their food sources. But what happens when the colony gets too big for its britches or, when a tornado destroys their home? How do the ants get their lives back on track? Well, it's all about teamwork. When a colony is destroyed, the surviving ants quickly regroup and begin the search for a new home. This can be a perilous journey as the ants must traverse unfamiliar territory and avoid being attacked by predators. Once they find a suitable location for a new nest, it's time to get to work. The ants work together to excavate the soil and create tunnels. They carry the excavated dirt to the surface, creating a small hill that will eventually become their new anthill. This process can take weeks or even months, but the ants don't seem to mind. They work tirelessly, day and night, until their new home is complete. And it's this kind of teamwork that allows ants to accomplish such amazing things. They may be small, but they are mighty. So the next time you see an ant, remember that it's just one member of a highly organized, super productive team. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever stumbled upon an anthill in your backyard or while hiking in the woods? What was it like? Share your thoughts below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more nature video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.